If you're a musician that currently sells your products or services, I wanted to share with you a mindset switch that completely transformed the way that I did business. And if you're new to my world, I'm a trombone player that has built multiple seven-figure businesses and also helped other musicians do the same. And one of the things that has helped people tremendously more than any other piece of advice that I've ever given anyone is that they did a study. And there's a book I read called Go for No. And in this book, they did a study and they checked out who were the top performers in sales, who made the most sales. And the people who would time and time again get the award for the most sales amongst industry to industry and niche, what they discovered is the people that got the biggest award in sales were also the same amount, could easily get the same award for the most amount of rejection. And they also received the most amount of no's. So once you understand that, you can re-switch the way you look at sales. So you could say, okay, so for every person that opts into this many convert. So that means that this many people say no. So you can almost have a no goal. And when you reverse engineer it, so you know that every no is a step closer to the yes. So it's amazing when you start to look at it this way because you detach your emotions through all the no's. Normally you would get worked up over them. However, when you understand this concept, Go for No, it's a great book. What happens is you embrace the no's. You learn to take the no's and to realize that if you get a lot of rejection, chances are you're also going to be a top performer and get the most amount of sales. The reason people stop in their tracks, the reason that people don't move forward is they're scared of the rejection and they stop. They don't realize that the rejection is a part of it to get to the level they want to go. This may also be very eye-opening for you guys. This is the first offer I ever had that made it to $1 million. Only 1% of the leads moved forward in the offer. So that's a lot of rejection. That means that 99 people out of 100 did not move forward on the offer. And only one person did out of the 100. But that took me to become a millionaire. That was only 1% of all of the leads. So we just need to realize that. And the North Star for you is, am I making back more than I'm spending? And as long as that's the North Star, and you keep pushing it and you embrace rejection and you realize that the people that embrace rejection, they're the ones that won't let anything stop them. And every single business in the world has rejection. Every single successful person gets rejection. Even if you look at all of those time and time again stories, like about how like Star Wars, they had 100 no's before they got the green light on Star Wars. It's a famous story. And you hear this time and time again with people. So when you start to look at your life like this, you can have a great relationship with the no. You can almost embrace the no. And when you start to embrace the no, you are more productive because you don't let it stop your success because you realize it's a part of the process. So that's my advice to you guys, is to go for no. And you can even take it a step farther. You could take an example of like, well, I did this many calls, I did this many offers to people, and usually this many people buy. So instead of having a yes goal, you could also have what is our no goal. Now, obviously, you want to keep optimizing so you can refine it and get higher conversions and everything. However, if you look at it this way, watch what it does as far as your morale and everything. And for other musicians that I've shared this with, they've told me that this was the biggest shift that they've ever had. So yeah, definitely recommend that book, and that should help you out. If you're interested in more advice, be sure to subscribe to the channel here. I also got a free class in the description, and I got a free Facebook group also in the description as well. And it's Paul the Trombonist. Appreciate you. Signing off.